You know what this week is? It's Men's Health Week, right?
Yes,
We're kicking it off. And we're kicking it off with all kinds of men here. I've got Dr. Michael Lutz here. We've got all kinds of men on the couch. Men everywhere. We're talking about prostate cancer. Yeah, there they are. Hey, guys. Men. Prostate cancer, one of the most common cancers among men, and more than 2 million men identify as survivors. So we're going to talk about, we got a big event to talk about, and we're going to quiz our men of the nine of some important information. Dr. Michael Lutz of the Michigan Institute of Urology. Dr. Lutz, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Good morning.
This has been your passion to bring men's health to the forefront, get men more involved, talking about their health, all those things, right?
Yeah, forever we've said, men, take it like a man.
Yeah.
And what that means is we tell them be passive, take a back seat. But really what we're saying is fight like a man, step up, be involved, be engaged. And that's what this is all about.
All right, let's get to it. You ready for the quiz, fellas?
Yes.
You warmed up?
Yes.
Donnie looks a little too relaxed over there. I would like to see him a little more attentive.
Into it.
And
Come on, Donnie, sit up, man.
Here we go.
Now he's in it.
True or false? An elevated PSA, and that's the blood test, means you have prostate cancer. True or false? An elevated PSA. Oh, 3 falses. Dr. Lutz?
They're right on target. It's absolutely false. An elevated PSA means you're at increased risk, but it doesn't mean you have prostate cancer.
PSA, it's the blood test. They take a little blood. They're looking for a protein in your blood.
Looking for that exact substance only made by the prostate. So it's not really specific for cancer, but the higher it is, the higher the risk for prostate cancer.
All right, very good. Every man 50 plus should have a PSA every year. True or false? Every man should get a PSA every year. True.
I'm saying false. I'm sticking with false.
Right.
I flip-flop, but I'm sticking with false.
I think that is a great combination because that's a right percentage response because it is true and false. If you look at the data, it's really important that the largest trial ever held in the world is the Goldberg trial out in Europe where they had 185,000 men followed for 15 years, and they've shown that you can reduce the risk of dying from prostate cancer by 50% by getting screened. But even more importantly, if you're Afro-American or you're of African descent, your risk for prostate cancer is very high. So if you're a man at risk, whether you have a family history or you're African descent, you should get that PSA. How often you get it should be between you and your urologist.
So it doesn't have to be every year?
Not necessarily. Depending upon the level of the PSA.
So then I was right.
So you were right.
LT. All right.
Thanks, Doc.
Here, listen to this one. Sleep, exercise, and BMI do not impact prostate cancer. In other words, your lifestyle. Donnie, are you awake over there?
Wake up, Donnie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wish we
Donnie's way up here.
Because it's false, and extra false. And the reason is because BMI plays a really major role in prostate cancer risk, not only of disease getting it, but of disease progression. In fact, they're even looking at adding BMI as to one of the criteria to determine should a man be followed with prostate cancer or treated, and if treated, how aggressively based on their BMI.
So obesity, in other words,
obesity
linked
plays
to
a
the
huge
risk.
role.
Really?
Huge
Okay.
role.
All right. Last question. When you have prostate cancer, you must treat it. True or false?
False. That is false. If you're at the end of your life, there's the recovery rate is. I just read something about this. The recovery rate is.
This is actually a great response because we queried 1,000 men at our Men's Health event that you were with us at this last fall, and 92% of men said you must treat it. But unfortunately, that's not the right answer. The real answer is if you have prostate cancer, you need to have that discussion with your physician. You also have to maybe look at, like Dr. Jason Heffron at MIU does, is where he runs our prostate cancer committee and looks at the genetic test, just like breast cancer, where they look at specific genes. We now have genetic testing in prostate cancer that can determine, do you treat it or do you watch it? And so
sometimes you have cancer, guys, and the doctor says, we're not going to do a thing, and that's the right approach.
And so watching it may be the right thing for
waiting.
you. It's a decision between you and your urologist.
Watch it, and what happens when you watch it?
Well, you keep watching it and hope it
goes away?
Well, because the genetic test can actually tell you that this is one of those prostate cancers that won't affect you in your lifetime.
I like the way you talk, Doc. Good man.
And that's living a long time, too.
We did good, huh?
You guys were awesome. Way to go. Happy Men's Health Week, gentlemen.
True, thank you.
And we're going to continue our Men's Health Week in our next hour. We're going to talk more about, you hear about supplements, you hear about all kinds of things that might reduce your risk for cancer. We'll talk about that. This is all ahead of big events happening this weekend. We've got Run for the Ribbon. We've got a gala Friday night. at the Andiamo in Warren. And then the big event, the Father's Day event, it's at the zoo on Sunday.
Yeah, the run at the zoo. It's going to be great.
It's a wonderful event that brings generations together, and it all raises money for